NISMO. Good day everyone. Today we have the 2022 NISSAN 370z NISMO. This is going to be a full tour review of the 370z. Once again, this is PatrickReyesTV. Let's go and have a tour. And before I start my review video, I want to give a big thanks to Nissan Clark for allowing me to review and test drive the Nissan 370z. Nissan Clark is one of the biggest dealers in Southeast Asia and is located primarily in the heart of Clark. For more details, see the description box below. Now, with the key fob, the Z key fob beside the vehicle, you can lock and unlock the doors just by pressing the small button right here. So that's locked. And wait a second, press it again. And it's now unlocked. Now on the door sidings, you have your Alcantara leather, red stitchings for that sporty look. Manual seat controls. Of course, this is a Recaro seat. You have your recliner right over here. Height adjustment. And your seat position right over there. So you have your bucket seats right here. I believe this is a Recaro SR7. Red Alcantara leather and black leather on the sides. Red stitching. Let's go and hop in. Now with the key fob inside the vehicle, you could start the accessories just by pressing this button. There you go. Once more for ignition. And to start the engine, just put your foot on the brake and push the button to start. There we go. So, before we go and check out the interior, let's go and check out the exterior first by turning on the headlights. You have auto mode as well, fog lights, and the hazards. Both windows are electrically powered and both windows are automatic up and down. The 370z is finally available in the local market and it's better than ever. Not only would you get it for a reasonable price, but Nissan dealers now are able to maintain your 370zs. These right here is the NISMO variant, which is the top of the line spec of the 370z. On the exterior, the NISMO variant is covered in body kits that are painted in red and NISMO emblems around it as well. This 370z is still the 2009 model platform, but in my honest opinion, the exterior can still go head-to-head with other modern sports cars. Talk about timeless design. The NISMO variant is not just the looks as well. They've upgraded the suspension for better driving on the track, and engine is slightly more powerful than the non-NISMO 370z. Overall, if you're a die-hard fan of naturally aspirated engine and doesn't want to spend more for a Nissan GT-R, the 370z is a very good buy. Now on the inside of the 370z, you have your 3-spoke design on the steering wheel. Of course, you have your Alcantara finish on the sides of the steering wheel to accent, of course, the door sidings and on the leather seats. You have your red stitching to match that NISMO sporty look and leather materials on the top of the steering wheel. Now on the back, you have your paddle shifters. Of course, it is covered in leather on the sides. Now on the left side of the steering wheel, you have your seek button for the head unit. You have your source, volume controls, accept and decline calls, and you have your cruise control. So that's about it on the steering wheel. You have your traction control right on the left hand side. And I believe that's the key slot. Yep. Now for the gauge, you have your fuel tank powered by LEDs right over here, your instantaneous kilometers per liter, and your engine temperature. Now here is the NISMO RPM gauge and your speedometer. Of course, it's 280. This is a 370 anyway. You have your 7-speed automatic transmission with manual mode, and you could also shift via the paddle shifters. Handbrake, your trunk release, cup holder, small glove compartment. You have your USB. Let me zoom that in. USB and auxiliary. 12 volts power outlet. And for the head unit, quite basic to be honest. But let's go and check it out. So you have tweeter speakers on the dashboard, as you can see. Bose surround system. Go. So at least it gives you the basic necessities of a head unit. It gives music. It has USB and auxiliary. Now right here, there's a surprise. And it's just a pocket to put your stuff. And you have your different gauges right here on the middle. Your oil temperature, battery volts, and of course, the time. Which is nice. Now, here on the top, not to mention that the whole ceiling is all covered in black. Actually, the whole car, even the door sidings and the pillars are covered in black, which is very, very sporty. Dome lights or map lights. There we go. Rear view mirror. So in here, you have different modes for the gauge right here. So you have your time, kilometers, range, outside temperature, and so on. And here you also have a dimming control for the gauge, so you could lighten it up or lower down or tone down the lights of the illumination of the gauge. For the air conditioning controls, quite basic, very easy to use. It has auto mode as well. There you go. Fan speed, temperature, different zones. And sorry, this is the recircular vents, and this is for the different zones. There we go. And your NISMO logo. Of course, this is the NISMO variant of the 370Z. Now on the floor mattings of the vehicle, of course, you can see the C emblem. Nice finish on the carpet as well. Now on the back portion of the vehicle, of course, you don't have your seats. What you have is a small compartment, as you can see. Also, on the other side, you have some pockets. And right over here is some strut bars to solidify the chassis of the vehicle when used on track. So that's one safety and traction for the vehicle. Let's go and check out the trunk. Third brake light. And here is your trunk area. Now here you have your Bose subwoofer system on the trunk area. You also have your cover in here, which you would mount on each side. There you go. So if you put down the hatch, it is now covered. So that's about it on the trunk area. Pretty basic. So let's go and pop the hood. The Nissan 370z NISMO is powered by the VQ 3.7-liter V6 engine, which produces 344 horsepower and a massive 371 Nm of torque. The NISMO variant can only be paired with a 7-speed automatic transmission with Nissan's Rev Match technology, which makes downshifting seamless and smooth. 0 to 100 km per hour is around 5.2 seconds. Quarter-mile time is around 13.3 seconds at 168 km per hour. The 370Zs are all rear-wheel drive and has a fuel tank capacity of 71 liters. To have a short test drive video of the 370Z, because why not? This is a NISMO vehicle and it's my first time to drive the 370Z, so this is just a short test drive video. I'll just keep quiet and you can hear the whole car. The suspension is very sporty, very stiff. It is probably one of the best to use in the track. Acceleration is top notch for a V6 model, and again, this is a NISMO model. And what's good about this is you could also use it as your daily car. I mean, the bucket seats actually fit me so good, even if I'm kind of big. The sound of the engine is plain NISMO, NISMO. How I wish I could afford one of these. Maybe in the future, we don't know. But to drive one of these, it is a very great experience. So let's just park it back to its house, and yeah, that's the 370Z, mind you guys. the viewing area, what I could say honestly is the front view of the vehicle is very nice. It's very safe. The only drawback is, I could say, the quarter panel, which is normal for a sports car, by the way. It's kind of blocked, but they put a wide back glass for They put a back glass or wide back glass to compensate for the blocked area of the quarter panel. Okay, so that's the ending of this video review. I hope you enjoyed the full-to review. So again, thank you guys for watching the video. This is the full-to review of the 2021-2022 Nissan 370z NISMO. So hope you enjoyed. This is PatrickReyesTV signing out.